Hello, hello. Let's get started. Thanks for coming out. Good to see a couple of people. I appreciate you. Oops. Today we're going to get some rating. Also, my mic was not where I wanted it to be. Go figure. Dale was struggling with audio, so we're going to be a little further away. Hopefully it doesn't pick up the stuff it was, but I'm still audible enough. It's a fine balance, you know? Hope you're having a good day, though. I am probably going to be recording the deck profile today. I'm a little later on that than I meant to be. I had planned to get it up this week. I guess this week's not over yet, so I still haven't lost my window, but I like editing. I don't like recording that much. Streaming is a lot more fun than recording because chat is entertaining, but when you're recording, I get really nervous. It's more presenting, I feel like. The hand is good. We've got the droll. Very excited. I ordered a bunch of secret rare staples. My third droll, a talent, a duster, and those are coming in this week. I'll be playing in another regional this coming Saturday. So maybe I should have changed the title. Is it true? Is it really a Master Duel stream? Nope. Master Rank, not Master Duel. You've been mistaken, Mad. Also, there's a new feature. I don't know if you can see it, chat. YouTube introduced to streaming this engagement leaderboard. So the more you chat, the more it kind of ranks you, which I thought was really interesting. They can Arvada our droll. So we'll see how worthwhile that is to actually hit them. Yo, I'm number one. I wonder if it's worth using the droll here. Or if it'll just plus them. I guess if it's their only fire monster, it's still pretty good. I really like playing on the sim. It took me so long to convert to Omega. Never mind, that was a me thing? Wait, what do you mean? No, you're the number one on the leaderboard right now, if that's what you're talking about. You have 50 XP. What is this? Bro's gonna level up soon. We're destroying Garunix, searching Ponix. Activating Ponix. We'll activate the droll, I guess. If that's their only fire, this is annoying for them. The droll resolves. No, the screen being black? I don't believe you. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I've got the stream open because I'm always monitoring the vitals on it. We force a pass with that. Hey, Bats, good to see you. Wish I could afford Omega. Little bro out here again saying completely bizarre things. So, tributing, we have a couple weird options here. I kind of like giving the Murakumo to the graveyard, but that way we still preserve the Saji normal summon / special summon, and we can recur the Murakumo, and wiping them isn't even that amazing. There's an Ash Blossom. We'll go for this. If they stop this, we still have Ritual Spell access, although we are in a much more annoying spot because of the monsters we have access to. So maybe that was a misplay. Hard to say. I didn't know they had Ash. Destroy Ulcanix. Ulcanix bring out OG Garunix. I don't know how much we care about that. Ponix coming back to hand. So they have an Arvada left. I actually think we're cooked. This is so annoying. This is why Ogdoadic is the best, because it doesn't destroy. Yeah, but these all came from the graveyard. Not all of them, but a lot of their monsters end up coming from the grave. Mirror here. Doing something. I don't know how much. We're getting drolled. That's fine. Actually just hand ripping themselves one. This is such a weird game state. Ooh. We could put this to the graveyard. There's not a huge point to doing so, though, because we want to get the chain block. This is why Queen is the best. Okay. Duh. Get out our Night Sword, wipe their stuff. And now the Arvada. Also, my XP doesn't go up anymore. Bats already has half your XP. All he said is hello. He's farming. Let's negate this because we know they just have a Ponix left. I suppose we could probably wait for the... Never mind. Not how I thought that would go down. We can go Battle Phase, then Mondo if we want. Bats is aura farming. No, it can't be Mondo. Well, it could be, but it's not amazing. Because I would like to go Mondo, put something back in their deck, but obviously we don't want to do that. And I don't even know how good wiping them is at any given point. I guess Promethean. I'm just here cleaning my... That's awesome. I was tidying up my apartment today. I let it get quite dirty because my wife's out of town, so I get really lazy. Bats took my first place. So spamming doesn't work. That's interesting. We could go Mondo. And then we'd at least have Mondo Murakumo. But a wipe seems kind of bad. I think we're going to chill. I don't know how that even works. How come it gets XP for Chads? Oh, Garunix is going to wipe us here. I guess we have to respond. I totally forgot that it did that, to be honest. This is trash. Yo, Bats has so much XP. We had a really awkward hand. And they had 2 interruptions for our really strange hand. But that doesn't mean I played it perfectly either. Maybe getting Neff to the graveyard in hindsight was better. My mom... Okay. I don't know if you're coffee drinkers, anybody, but I feel like when it's really hot, it doesn't taste as good. It tastes like burnt or something. It'd be nice if there were a damage counting feature. Yo, codename. How much XP do you have? 25. There's a new YouTube streaming feature where it ranks chatters. You get XP for chatting, but we're not sure how it accrues because Mad has definitely said the most things, but Bats took number 1. We are dead. Okay, we get to go first. And so for that, we know our siding pattern pretty well is going to be these cards. We can cut one more thing. Aaron's pretty good. Magatama's pretty good. Droplet's not amazing. And Judgment is like a better droplet. I like this. And the feature doesn't give me anything. I'm not sure how it works. I got an email about it. Since I'm a big, important YouTuber, they communicate with me, of course. Come on, opponent. Did I see that you went to locals, though, Mad? I haven't really gotten to read the chat about it. How'd it go? Was it fun? We open both Ogdos, which is just Snake Rain at home. If they ash this, I'll be very happy. Indeed I did. Did you have a good time? Our hand is very good. It was nice. I got in a stranger's car. What? Aren't you in high school? That terrifies me if that's true. I haven't decided how long we'll stream today. I guess it's just like a vibe check. I'm definitely down to play today. We'll see what the viewership is like. We're getting a Kieran right off the bat. Well, he's still alive, so it was a good stranger. It was really rainy. He felt bad. Okay, okay. Well, that was nice then. Let's go for you targeting this. We don't want to chain Neff. We do have targeting protection as well. It's a Garunix. That should be fine. Is this guy hard once? No, each effect. Well, he's hard once, but hard once each. Also, I got top 3. Were there really only 3 players, or were you memeing? Were you joking? They're going to get original Garunix from their deck here. That seems fine to me. There were only 3 people, yeah. We're getting drolled. I don't think there's any reason to snap the Magatama. 3 people playing. What a tiny locals. Excluding me. Okay. So it was a... Yeah, I guess it'd have to be a 4-player event. So you could have gotten 4th place, but you didn't. You clutched it out. Skill diff. We're on the play. This is such an annoying thing they've done. We went first, dude. Why is your board full? We can't draw. We could go for an access code thing, but this guy, if this card is destroyed. Okay. Well, I don't super want to deal with any of this stuff, to be honest. I don't hate a unicorn play. We can go Echidna, zero this out, and we can decide kind of if we want to... Well, we can't. Yeah, I was going to say rep lock, but there's no point. We can't search. It was in a basement. My locals is also usually in a basement. Just start banish shuffling the stuff that matters. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. We could go unicorn, go SP. Abao probably helps. Unicorn, give up. This is probably a better discard for now. What do we want to shuffle back? Probably the Garunix, because we don't want this in rotation. And I think same for the Kirin. We just don't want that card around. So here we could go Goddess. Goddess revive. Yeah. And then Goddess is just a good card. Shuffle Big Garunix, banish OG Garunix. Do we not want to do something different? Like, would it not be better to shuffle away the Kirin? I guess Kirin is kind of spent. And other Garunix is going to mess us up on our turn. We also still have access to... Magatama doesn't do a whole bunch. Kirin is limited. Yeah, that's fair. Bring out the unicorn. Don't care about that. Summon our SP. Now we can't direct attack though, chat. Get rid of this guy. And then we can Daybreak for a Knight Sword if we really want to. Arvada is the other one of. So we can send here. So we could send this. We could get an Aaron out here if we wanted, actually. And then just keep the pop for their back row. I kind of like that. We'll go for Neff here. Neff can bring back another guy as a tribute. And then we have Aaron as just a control piece. Or we just bring back Aaron, I guess. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah. Let's do it. We'll bring back Aaron. We'll hold this card back as an Abao target. Actually, though, Aaron's probably going to draw us a card effectively. I'm not going to hold a card back. We're going to use this. I like setting up Neff Aaron. Yeah, sucks I can only go to the locals 2 more times. 2 more times? Why? Just, is it getting a ride that's the problem? Here we're going to search. How big is the Ogdoadic engine in this current list? Hey, Dragon Song. We play Aaron, Curse, Neff, 3 Naya. That's 6, 7 for Nunu, 8, 9 for the 2 spells. You're not running the Cosmic Slicer tech? I don't know if it's a tech, Caleb, but no, we're not on it today. I ran that for a long time. My locals is shutting down currently. No way. Like, permanently? I would SP the Kirin here. I could see that. Yeah, permanently. That sucks, Surfy. I'm sorry to hear that. It's the fact I only have 10 more dollars and it's 5 to get in. Your family won't give you $5? Like, I don't want to shame people for income because money's no joke, but... Let's hand rip them one. Let's draw a card. Because this is what I did at the regional. I hand ripped a guy's Garunix before it could hit the table. So we'll draw a card here. And we'll pick up... What's something... I like the Naya, honestly. Because then at least we can do Neff stuff. Okay, we hit the island, so it's not what I wanted. My dad doesn't know. When I said I was sneaking out, I was serious. Why are you... Come on. Life tough out here paying money for a children's card game. No, I get it. Like... It matters, but... I think we're just big chillin' here. I know you said SP Kieran, so I'm keeping that in mind, but... Also, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you, chat. Yeah, I figured we'd have a Kieran from Graveyard like this. So, we could actually... We can potentially wall up here using this. So we'll discard this, banish her to revive a thing, and we can bring out the Aramasa. We won't get the effect, probably, but we can protect against their destruction unless they go for the SP. We get to search another card. We get to SP. So, I think we'll tag out the SP, and they have 2 8s in rotation. We could just hit... Oh, they have 3 8s, actually. Hyung isn't that big a deal for us, though. So we could just hit the Garunix. Yeah, destroying Kieran from deck. That's kind of what I thought we'd be saying. So the optimal plan is lie more to my dad so he gives me money. This is the one matchup where Murakumo seems to not do well regeking the board. He went after the back row, which is pretty fine here. Yeah, I was actually not expecting them to go after that back row, but we didn't super care about that card. And we have such big walls, they struggle to actually get through these guys. Don't do that, Mad. I'm sure there's a better way. I mean, dads are obsessed with lawns. They're free money right there. You think I'm joking. I'm gonna do it. No, don't do that. I do not understand the community feature at all. Aaron got big value here, though. He hand-ripped the island, which would have been huge, and he got us a card to our hand to then use for Abao. We get both of these back. That's very funny. We will also do a bit of hand fixing thanks to our Abao, which is very nice. We won't use the draw phase. We will use our standby effect, which is very hard to remember playing in paper. Reptile, Fiend, so just draw 2. They're trying to stop us. Destroy one of their fire. I don't... Oh, wait. Hang on. Hang on. That is not what I wanted to do. That sucks. I was trying to deselect. Did just want the princess. I was trying to banish the princess, but I misclicked, so now we lose. We can use Aaron, get a draw into the Murakumo. They destroyed Garunix, which I find a bit strange, if I'm honest. That was a misclick. I forget Abba every time in paper. Yeah, it's really hard. My dad thinks it's stupid, and he also doesn't want me going to places with people he doesn't know. He's got to play. He's got to join you. My parents think, or when I was a kid, my parents thought card gaming was dumb, but they never, like, hated it, per se. We go Saji, because it doesn't super matter which. Pick up our ritual. You can just Murakumo GG now. Well, Garunix will come out, so if they have... Won't Garunix just destroy... Oh no, that's both their Kirans, isn't it? Tribute this. We won't chain anything. We will add... You. Pay 8. summon you. You. Yeah. We're fine. Oh, yeah, because Murakumo just negates, right? That's what you're saying. Duh. Bam. Bam. Love it. The misclick was very painful there, but we survived. My whole family played Pokemon in the... What? That's awesome. That's so fun. On the topic of locals and game shops, I bought the first 6 Yu-Gi-Oh card packs of my life. I ended up getting a QCR of Witch of the White Forest. Now I just have to find a good way to sell it. I would say TCG Player. It's been my go-to for ages, but it's hard to feel good about that these days, huh? We'll negate one of those. The Garunix will still go off. I think that's fine for now. Yep, they have a third Kirin. That is not what I expected, if I'm honest. I mean, here we just go Abao tag out, right? And then we just have easy protection on literally all our guys. Don't think we can say TCG Player no more. Hopefully they don't go for the Aramasa, because then we get the Surge. Man, TCG Player is a mess of trouble right now. I hope they see actual trouble if what they're doing is really as bad as it sounds, because it's annoying that the worst thing that happens here in the US, at least for really horrible corporate practice, is just like a slap on the wrist. Like, don't, oh man, shouldn't have done that. That was pretty naughty. Sorry, CEO Player. I mean, they're dragging it out, but they should just be cooked here. We did use our Daybreak. We'll move this to attack. It smells like lizards in here. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. Well, I don't want to scam anyone or anything. I just want to find a way to sell it for the most within reason. Well, TCG Player isn't scamming buyers. That wasn't the problem. The issue was how they were treating their staff, from what I understand. We still have the Aramasa, so they're just not going to get this Promethean off the way they think they are. Futsu can get a summon here, so I guess we just will. Yeah, this is very funny. How are you hand ripping? Ouroboros? No, we got this guy. We got Aaron. And then we just want to get some different attributes engraved for Link fodder. Ritual summon a Graveyard Habakiri. Revive you. Searching out. It doesn't super matter. And then we just have infinite value here. Sales ban. Hang on. Oh, I was going to call it, you're finished. Bummer. Is Droll good into this deck? I don't actually think that Fuelos is amazing here, honestly. Maybe Meowls? Well, they summon from deck... Classic. I heard folks talking about our locals, but haven't been too invested in what's going on. Good luck on the games. Thanks, Connor. For TCG, you need an account to use any site. Yeah. Can't just raw dog it. Purulia and Meowls are good. Should I cut the Fua, you think? The called by seems really good, honestly. Where does the second hand rip? Fua gets one draw at most. Okay. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, Murakumo's the rip. Because you go Murakumo hand rip, it's almost never a negate. Plus the Aaron. So you're hand ripping them too. Because Murakumo or Aaron on their own, I don't submit are especially detrimental. But when you're hand ripping 2 in 1 turn, that's why I was so attracted to those stupid meme builds we were trying with Chimera and Labyrinth stuff. We hit the Droll. Hand Ripper 2 is crazy right now. Yeah, especially when their interaction, their cards in general, the idea is we have more value per card, whereas Hand Traps, the value in them is they're really high impact and they're 1-for-1 trading. Is Malice a rough matchup for Ogdoadic, or is it the side deck and Mitsu enough where it's not too bad? Mitsurugi is not here to make Ogdoadic better. They synergize, I think. I play Dark World, so I usually hand rip 4 to 5 as well as this deck. I mean, that's just obscene. Thank God that deck is bad, because I do not want to be facing that all the time. Malice is hard. Going second, I think Malice is really difficult, if not unwinnable, but I've not played it that much. I don't know the matchup all that well. Droll on the Ponix is nice. It just blocks off their access to more. It sucks though. I mean, when Fire King pops off, that's why Fire King is so scary, is it can be really good. Okay, we have the read. They have no Ash. I know, crazy intellect for me. We also don't have to play around Droll either by draw phasing this. The Mitsu stuff carries the Malice matchup. You need to focus on that half until you get Binder out of the way. Once the Binder, Ash Binders stop their starters, just pray for anti-banish hand trap. I mean, but at that point, if you're just playing the prey game, you're in trouble, right? What do I want to go for here? We have ritual spells, so I guess I can afford to just start setting this up. We could have normal summoned it, but I don't think we need to do that. We'll see if that was a mistake, though. We still have a monster to put on board. We know they don't... They could have Imperm, I guess. There's a Judgment. I've learned that Solemn is good into Malice. Yeah, Solemn is crazy. It's obviously just a really good card, but it's especially good into Malice. Let's normal here. We'll go for the search. We do get it off. It's got to be the Daybreak. Shout out random guy from locals. They have a Kirin Engrave. So bringing it back and destroying it could prove problematic if that's what we end up doing. But we do have the tools to try and get rid of it before that happens. Although we do also just have the Murakumo to negate at that point. So we'll see. I was really hoping they'd go for an Imperm there, because we already have the Daybreak. They have the Skyburn. Destroy them. So this will still work if they target our Naya as well. We can go for this, tribute this. Oh my god, Impulse. Okay, so here we send Aramasa. Revive Neff. Neff bring back Aramasa. Yeah. That was a super early Skyburn. The Impulse was good, but we were positioned well to deal with that. I do not think Malice is super cool. I just wish... Oh, I see what you're saying. Impulse is clutch for them, but yeah. What are they going to do into infinite value? We could even... Okay. GG. I thought I threw the first match of the day. We're hand ripping now. I like the sound of that. Hey, Jason. Malice is so imbalanced. It just... I think what I don't love about last year and this year's design, the parts I don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Card design has been the efficiency of cards. I played it before picking this deck up. It's broken. Yeah, it's broken. There's a Habakiri. They have the out. Or they have... Yeah, they have the out. Cool. I got Impulse on my Maiden, but the Malice player... Oh, by the Malice player. That sucks. I play Malice. I love the deck and theme, but it has insane recursion consistency. Yeah, cards do too much. Even really subtle things like, I remember Tenpai, the fact that their field spell doesn't discard his cost, whereas stuff like Snake Rain does, just can make all the difference. So Crossout goes so hard in the mirror match. Neff went from, I guess I'm playing this and hoping I never actually have to Reptile Lock too. This card says I win every game through the... Yeah, I agree with that. Neff got so much better, and that's how lock-type cards always are. They don't have a lock anymore once you want to go into the stuff they supposedly funnel you into. I know I'm late to the stream, but how do we hand rip to? No, that's okay, Jason. It's Aaron for one hand rip when they search, Murukumo for another when they try to activate a card effect. Look at Mitsurugi. It's a good reptile engine that will get destroyed because Ryzeal is playing it. It won't get destroyed. I don't think so. That wouldn't make sense because Ryzeal would just get hit first. I know we clown on Konami for not knowing how to actually balance the game, but Crossout actually goes so hard here if we end up using it on Trap. We could even use it on Murukumo, which I am considering. Destroyed, no. Hit, yeah. Yeah, we might get hit. I don't think so. Famously never wrong streamer. It's Konami, bro. I don't trust them at all. I mean, they made Mitsurugi. God, I wish I had Ogdo Mitsu. Oh, what was the... Yeah, you played Blue Eyes. That's right. Was that a budget consideration, Mad? I assume so. Dude, I have no idea how the leaderboard... I know it doesn't matter, but I'm just so confused on how it assigns these points. Oh, so we're sticking with Aaron. I'm scared to add another brick to my deck. I like it. I think it's good under Droll. I think it's good into controlling decks, especially decks that hand trap a lot and do mostly stop your turn. They just don't leave themselves with that many options. And the counterpoint to cards being hyper efficient is they probably only have one card left a lot of times that Aaron will just rip up. I don't even have 3 Ash and Imperm. Even though they're in the structure deck, you can... I mean, yeah, not shaming, just surprised. I'll be surprised if Prayers is still at 3 by the end of the year. I love the theme of Malice. Yeah, like, yeah. Link Lock is so lame. I think as long as nothing gets outright banned. I only bought 2 structures. Honestly, Mad, I think it would have been cheaper. I bought 3 structures, but in hindsight, it probably would have made more sense to just buy singles. But I don't know what your list looks like. You should post it if you didn't already. I'm sorry if I missed it. Yeah, Cyberus is such a fake lock. Cyberus plays so well within its own type. Of course they had the Ash. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would have had so many draws here. Although, I think we do have a good matchup into Ryzeal Mitsurugi, so we'll see what we draw. I hate having the Kusanagi. We always have this stupid card. Cross is such a brutal interruption because of the on-res nature. You can't chain block. You don't know when it's coming until it happens. Cyberus is annoying because unlike Dino or Reptile, where those are kind of the type is the archetype, those are kind of small. Cyberus is such a vast number of monsters. Or maybe it's an optics thing. Maybe it's in my head, and if I actually counted, it wouldn't be that many. Ironically, the Link Lock has been what kind of kept me off Malice. Immediate reaction to pay 300 was, oh my god, new Gold Pride, followed by immediate disappointment by a Link Lock. I think Link cards are cool. With Justice coming out in K9 and Yummy, the format will change, but I don't know how Malice will still be performing. The deck is not topped to YCS. It's an insanely strong deck to not have topped by now. It's a very interesting position that archetype is in. I'm tempted to go for the normal summon on the Naya, honestly. Habakiri is pretty good too, because they go Purification. Quick question. Is Paleozoic an annoying deck? No, Paleozoic's annoying. This is not the popular answer, I don't think, though. But I think that deck's completely obnoxious. I am tempted to go for the Wosu here. Although we'd have to discard a card to it. So maybe it'd be better to go for the Aramasa into the Wosu, since we have such good tools for searching otherwise. This does play into Droll worse, although we do have the Droll out. We'll see what we get hit with. Malice is tier 0 if people stop playing its Silver Bullet. Yeah. It just dies really hard to certain hand traps. Deck is crazy. It's hard to go 5-0 against top players. Yeah. Hey, Flo. Good to see you. I think a lock on activating only Cyberse monsters would make more sense because it would shut off hand traps. That would be interesting. The single elimination problem. Yeah. Okay. We saw the cross here. So that was my biggest concern. Are we also getting drolled? No, okay. No, we can't be. We will tribute this guy. We would like to keep this Kusanagi. What an annoying card. I appreciate that we're not hard locked when it's in our hand, but God, it sucks having this thing all the time. Am I loud enough, by the way? It's a little late to ask that, isn't it, chat? Hot take. Best of 3 with no side deck would... I hate that. That sounds horrible. No side decking sounds miserable. Just play best of 1 then. I think. I know side decking can be really toxic, but I just think it's fun. I guess you did say hot take, though. It's not like you were saying this is a popular opinion. We do see the Murokumo come down here. We do have to give up a card. It probably has to be the Naya, right? Though we haven't normal summoned. I'm going to go all in on playing to what we have here. I could search Saji. I like that. Search Saji, take 8, special. We can get from grave the Aramasa. And then on res, we'll go for the Habakiri. I get Paleo is annoying, though I fail to see why many people are villainizing when it's most definitely the underdog. They spend most of their time... It's just really annoying. People don't like rollback decks. Paleo is a really slow deck as well. I don't like going to time, so any deck that does that frequently is one that I don't want to play against very much. I don't think people villainize it. I just don't like playing against it. I don't know that anybody else in chat said it was annoying. That might just be a me take. Rollback is obnoxious. I like rollback. Have you ever thought about trying Domain? Domain seems really undercooked, I thought. I want to draw all... Whenever I have Lancia, I brick like crazy and I just have to pass back, I swear. Domain mention. Wait, what is No You Don't in reference to, Bats? All 3 Lancia is how you lose to them beating... Yeah, right. They just put bodies down. We can get a Reptile Search off here. And it also just baits an interaction, though they know our hand almost in its entirety. But if they let it through, we have yet to use Anaya, so we can start diversifying our line into playing that way. Back up at don't need banishment. Here we get the board wipe. I was going to say we didn't see them search this, but I didn't because I wasn't paying attention because it's so boring watching Raizio Mitsu play. I hate when Mitsurugi is splashing other decks. That's my least favorite thing about the current wave is while it's great, it's a little too good. We literally make Almirage and backup and just go from there. God, it's so hard to decide between pure Mitsu or your Ogdo list. But the pure 40 card is kind of always the same, but the 50 plus feels like I don't draw good when I start. I don't know how you're drawing badly when you start. This deck is crazy going first. But if you play against Snake Eye, they spend 20 minutes setting up. Yeah, but you're saying that as though I like Snake Eye, Dragon. I don't like Snake Eye either. So I don't fully think that argument works. Because that's not a deck I enjoy seeing either. No. God, I misclicked so much there. I'm just going to scoop it up. Go next. Take in our good side cards. We could even honestly go really hard against any of those hand traps. Just give ourselves the designator. My Ogdoadic Mitsu deck is 50, and I almost always see a playable hand. It's about ratio. I say this all the time. I should get a tattoo of it, but yeah, just ratio at this point. I wish I had more hand traps. Yeah, Blue Eyes definitely benefits. Dragon, I'm so confused. You brought up Paleo just to ask if I didn't like it, and then I'm like, no, I don't like it. You're like, but why? I think it's boring, okay? Mitsurugi is the most boring deck since Full Power Kastura. It's just not interesting to watch. It's hard to explain. I do appreciate that it doesn't take that long. I like it, Dylan. I think this is smarter. I was definitely seeing other people running 3 Naya, and I realized I don't know why I'm running 2-2 because we're not running Zoha, so Nunu isn't as flexible without that. It's just not. And I don't miss the Zoha, so the only other direction I see is to go up. We didn't necessarily have to go down on the Nunu, but I don't necessarily want to use it from hand. That's annoying, but what can you do? You'll love to see it. We have a pretty good setup here, though. I like getting to get the Aaron, even though it'll cost us another card from hand, so maybe that's not worth it. We'll see. But Aaron's really good into this card. How are we... Oh, sorry. Sometimes I look up. Was much newer Yu-Gi-Oh player. It's interesting to me to see the tolerance for different decks and why. Yeah, I hate Snake Eye. Snake Eye is definitely more annoying to me than Paleo, so that's kind of a false dichotomy there. Oh no. I don't have any targets for this. I was so confused. Do we get drolled as well? That'd be weird if they went Fuolo straight into droll. They really are. They're really doing that. I think that's actually okay for us. Oh, I brought up Paleo just to spark a debate. No, you're good, man. You're not being like... It was just funny. 60 card Ogdomitsu with Tachyon, FTK, and Venamanaga is the most fun I've had. What is that? Well, go crazy. Yeah, really. So... just trying to work out the board we want to end on. I was hoping the Aaron would get the hand rip this turn. It's not going to now, obviously. But Aaron's really good into droll in a scenario just like this. We do have to discard a card, but I don't mind discarding the Habakiri to the Abao. We don't necessarily have to go into the Spider here either, but I like getting the attributes engrave. I would say it plays harder into Nib, but it doesn't actually. If they have Nib, they Nib drolled us anyway, so we were cooked from the start, if that was the case. Still playing Snake Eye, but with Infernoid. That's why I don't play Master Duel, unless you're talking about in TCG. Yeah, you are talking about TCG, aren't you? So we could get, for the price of a discard, it is still cracked in Master Duel. Yeah, it's cracked wide open. That's why I quit Master Duel. That Maxi... just not for me. We have a Daybreak as well, so I like the idea of getting one of our banished to... or graveyard cards to banished, pardon. Venamanaga is really boring, but I do want to make it work. Limiting to 1 is so funny. You're joking. They're not really doing that. I can't believe that. Surely, Master Duel is not that stupid. Bring out our Aaron, and we could go for the Abao to set up an SP, or we could use the Water Lily to do it, or we could use both, I suppose. If we go Abao, we can get 2 Link monsters out here, basically. Do I want Mask and SP? Mask doesn't have as many good targets now that I've kind of used up my stuff, to be honest. What if we go like this? We'll send Revive. I didn't even count to see if I had enough to revive, so that was kind of risky. Revive. And then we can't Daybreak anything here anymore. We can go like this. Revive you, because we don't want links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we could go mask for sure. Do I want an SP? SP's not great. And it's better to have it in the extra, honestly. No, I think this is fine. Yeah, passing here seems good. I agree. Yeah, I agree. That seems good. Whoever is making the ban list for Master Duel has room temp IQ. So what decks do Yu-Gi-Oh players actually like? That's an interesting question. I think it's pretty subjective. Are you not playing Ogdoadic? No, Overconfidential. I don't play Ogdoadic. It's just people complain about trap control, but people also complain about combo decks. They're going to search here. We'll hand rip. Hopefully hit the X. That card's annoying. I'm really surprised they even bothered early Fua. They should have just held that card. People just like to complain. Room temp in Alaska, maybe. We'll hand rip one. We could go for something else here, but I think we're chilling. We actually hit the X, unless they have the other. That'd be so funny. And then if they go duo, we can deal with it pretty handily. Same for room temp in Alaska is crazy. I don't mind Maxi that much. I mean, of course you don't. You're playing a trap deck. Exiton. Is this a quick effect? During your main. Why is that weirdly fine? Abao can't tag out into anything great, so we'll hold for a sec. But we can actually protect a lot of our monsters here. He is, but we can protect our Abao by just getting it off the board. We can protect our mask by just converting it into something else. If you pop it... Oh, if you pop it, it can't resolve. It has to be on the field? Why would it have to? No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? You're just baiting me. Hand and field. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could actually just Masquerena... Chat, help me out. We could just Masquerena tag out here, and then we're fine, right? Because then we have the same number of cards. Oh, no, it's about activation. It's about activation. Yeah, I'm stupid. So now we'll tag this out. Discarding. And again, this is just to get it off the field. Detonator is a bigger punish. Yeah, I think this is worse. Just an SP versus... Bam. Yeah, I didn't even consider the goddess, but that is pretty funny. I think the other card is still better. I think we still go for this. Doesn't matter who we use. And I will clear off the Exiton for no particular reason. Neither will be destroyed because of what Mask says. No, because Masquerena says whatever you make with it can't be destroyed by card effects. It's really good. It's not just that it lets you link summon whatever you want on your opponent's turn. It also protects things for no reason. We can't die, and they don't have an X. They've used 2 other names. No, you're good, Caleb. Easy to miss stuff like that. If they Murakumo and they have it on board, we literally can't SP. Well, they have prayers too. Yeah, their hand's okay, I guess. Knight Sword. Oh, God. They summoned from hand. We don't want them summoning from deck because we can't use this later anyway. Let's just clear this thing off now. Light Fiend, be gone. Max C, I actually get a turn. I don't know what you're trying to say. I think you and I just don't like the same type of Yu-Gi-Oh, friend. I would have gone for banishing the 4s since you sniped the X, but you were good to survive here. Snipe the 4s out of their graveyard. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that, but that is pretty smart, bats. Oh, and they went Ritual from hand first. Yeah, they should not have. They should have set up Murakumo for sure. Standby, let's draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Reptile, Cyberse, Fiend. That was the punt. Yeah, that was weird. That was not the right play. No, I mean before they could Xyz. Why is Salesband so funny? It's still just the Habakiri's the best card, right? We have yet to use that effect. Yeah, we just discarded it. Our graveyard is super stacked. That took me a sec. I'm not used to seeing called by like that. They are hitting the Habakiri with this, but we simply don't care. Because now we can just Daybreak away whatever, really. If they made Detonator instead of Exciton, they could have countered all your interaction. Yeah, Detonator would have soloed us. For real. We go Saji, activate Neff. Bring this back. We can go Neff, bring back Saji. And then we'll be ritualing from deck first, actually, I think. Because this won't trigger at all this turn. No, we still want a ritual from hand, don't we? Because we got ritual from hand, which means we want to clean up some space. Search a card for no particular reason. Oh, not no reason. We can pick up the card we want. What am I talking about? Sorry, chat. Summon you, you, and you. We have such good link zones. Not that it really matters. We have a summon from deck live now. Yeah, this is so ogre for them. 5, yeah, GG. Okay, game 3. Can we pull out the W? We have a great side deck into them, at least. How valuable do I think Droplet is, really? I actually wonder if Droplet's even that good. Meows is bait? You think so? They summon once, twice. Ah, you think so? I kind of like the sales ban more than the Droplet a little bit, if I'm honest. They can always choose to not revive. Yeah, that's solid. I think Droplet is the better card, though. Sales ban over Meows. I think Droplet over Sales ban, but yeah, that's a good reasoning, Bats. It's hard playing with these cards a little bit, just because I'm not used to them. When did you decide to take out the rank 8, and what is the reasoning? I never really committed to the rank 8. I just don't like it, because I hate putting your rituals under an Xyz monster. Oftentimes, it's more of a pain to detach. I would play both Droplet and Sales Ban there. I didn't know what else to cut, though, but maybe that's correct, Bats. I could see that. But I didn't want to cut down on Engine. I still want to see game plan, you know? Maybe Ash was the one, actually. Ash out for the sales bands. I could see that. It's hard. Ash is such a comfort pick still. In my head, it's just such a good card that I'm always thinking I need this in. But now that we're talking about it, I think I would have cut the Ash for the ban. Because Sales Ban hits Cross, and that feels so good. Oh, I haven't said it yet. I usually am always e-begging. Please, if you're having fun, everybody, leave a like. I really appreciate you coming out to this Saturday's stream. Just a really nice, chill gameplay stream. I've recently felt like one for one hand traps do nothing. Sales band does not hit cross. Ah, you're right. I'm sorry. Might be. Oh, cool. We lose anyway because they did this. Where's that guy who said side decking was a mistake? He was right. Where's Hot Take Guy? Was it over confidential? I mean, we just scoop, right? It doesn't even matter. We can't activate cards. I guess there's one chance they mess it up and they don't make Castell, but what are the odds of that? No, I'm going to get out of here, chat. I don't want to. They're just going to make Castell and then we can't do anything. Boo. I don't know if anybody here is an anime stan, but I've just hit episode 630 or 640 of One Piece. I just hit the Dressrosa arc, which a lot of people say is really badly paced. To my understanding, it's 100 episodes that takes place over one in-universe day. Oh, wow, this hand. That sucks. This, chat, is what 8% looks like. We have an 8% chance to draw no gas at all. It's so tragic. I stopped at them recruiting Chopper. I love Chopper's arc. Are you watching subbed or dubbed? Never tell me the odds. Send 2 from deck. It's not a commitment. You just stop watching. Oh, a well-placed Ash Blossom. I always watch it in chunks. I watch it in mad spurts of 30 to 60 episodes, and I kind of put it down after an arc. No rule saying you have to watch it all in one go. If their hand was just this starter, of course. I need to start it again. I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. Do we sales ban something, or do we just hold this stupid card? I mainly just read rom-coms and watch sci-fi anime. Sci-fi is not something I've seen almost anything for, I don't think. Smiger. Clockwork. I'm getting worried. I'm becoming anxious. Here we have inclusion. Into another of that guy. So we just stop that guy again, right? Surely? Oh, they played around the... Oh. Interesting. If they use the Tristaros... Oh, no. Oh, no, they will have it because they can get rid of the inclusion. I see. We'll respond here, and we'll go you and you. And then if they respond with Tristaros, we just hit with a Synchro Summon. Serial Experiments Lane, Ghost in the Shell, any psychological or existential. I've never heard of that first one. That's a crazy name. I have heard of Ghost in the Shell, but I've never seen it. I don't know if anybody watched the Netflix live action One Piece. That was fun. I know it was a long time ago. Dude, it's insane. Okay. Watch lane. I watched Akira and was not super impressed, although I did think the animation fidelity was ridiculous. I thought the quality of the work was crazy good, but I thought it was kind of disjointed feeling. Didn't hang together that well for me. I didn't really follow what it was trying to say. They're just going to beat us down. They condensed so much into Akira. I got that feeling for sure that it was just a lot of material put into an hour and a half or something. I made the mistake of trying to watch that at the gym. Don't do that. It's not appropriate for that. That was a mistake. We just lose. I don't know why they're dragging this out. We get to go first. Let's cycle out those cards. Oh, geez. Yeah. Oops. I don't know what I expected. It's a dystopian sci-fi. I don't know why I thought it'd be normal. I did the same thing with Berserk 97, which I enjoyed, but yeah, don't watch that in public. It's not crazy or anything. It's just, I don't know, it's a bit yucky. What about Edge Runners? I didn't watch Edge Runners. My brother said he really liked it, though. I've heard it's a very solid show. I'm definitely interested in it. Okay, let's be calculated. Let's leave it a light in our deck. And here we can set up a monster we want to be able to revive at least, and then we'll just send the Eren here. Now that I remember we only have 2 lights to even send with the Naya. I need to. Everyone tells me it's solid. Yeah, no, I've heard it's good. I haven't watched it, but I like good shows. I don't know if you've kept up with To Your Eternity. That's a banger. Season 3 coming out this October. So, if you're not caught up on To Your Eternity, Season 1 is a must-watch. Season 2 is fine. I have to watch it again to see how I really feel about it. I find that on a rewatch, my feelings on a show really coalesce. But the Season 3 trailer, which I was not necessarily hyped for, got me feeling all kinds of ways. I need to be careful here that I don't yap myself to death, because I could very easily just get distracted and do the wrong thing and get real sad. We already sent an Aramasa, didn't we? So we didn't even need to do this per se, but let's just put this in grave. Yeah, we didn't need to do that. Could have held it. As I was talking about getting distracted, became distracted. Go figure. Bring out this dude. Go into our Nightmare. Slicer Lock would go crazy. I know. I was championing the Slicer Lock for ages. I think this is better. I didn't cut it by accident. I made combo videos on how to Slicer Lock from here. Add this. Pay 8. For no reason. Oops. That's funny. If they had Ash there, that would have been killer if they waited that long. Huge props then. Summon you. Do we even need the Night Sword? We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we need the Night Sword here. I'm going to mess around. I'm going to not do it. I know it's win more, and I understand the reason for cutting it. It is less reliable. Why did I get rid of it? I think the Slicer Lock is more powerful, and I personally like it, but I think that it loses harder to things we already struggle into, like Droll. It's way worse into Droll. I also think that it does limit your extra deck. I have miscalculated here. We have fewer mats than I thought. We are one short. The guy is in the way. So if we go like this, if we sent Knight Sword, revived a guy, we're going to get Abao back too. So all we have to do is send a dude and revive a dude. Let's send this, revive a thing. We actually don't want to revive the Aaron. It doesn't super matter what we bring back. I'm making a conscious effort to try and keep my board less full here. Oh, we can shuffle back the mirror here. I like this. Let's pass on this, because now we get our Abao back. Yeah, this seems strong. How do we feel about Zilthonia Gorgon as a droll replacement? I don't think Gorgon is a replacement for Slicer. Add a Pharaonic Sarcophagus. That is scary. Do I negate this, or do I wait for the actual Sark? I feel like that's gotta be it. Also, Nightmare eats them up, so I'm not as worried. I still think it's okay to play M-Frame in the extra. It's a crate. Yeah, I think M-Frame is fine to play. I agree with that. Hand Rip here doesn't actually go all that hard, but I want to make sure we get it off. And crunching down their options at any point is good. Ash would have been really nasty. We actually, in hindsight, should have saved the... I was thinking this, keeping the mirror in graveyard to Ash block on a revive for the Futsu. That's a very real strat. We've got half our value from Aaron already as well, meaning I'm much more apt to get rid of him. I have been considering M-Frame again. I haven't, but I think that we have enough revival, but I do see it. I'm not saying it's stupid. Oh, called by on Murakumo. That's interesting. We know they have Sark, so Murakumo wasn't going to do all that much anyway. Mostly because it's very good going second into weird positions. If we Purification this, then it sets us up to Abao their Sark, which I like. I play the 5-headed Link Dragon instead of the Slicer. I hope you're joking. Do I want to negate this? I think this is more of a threat than Sark. Let's do this now. We still have the SP potential. Add a card to hand. Here we'll pick up probably the Saji is my favorite. Spec this back. And now we have a card. I'm going to put 5-headed in my list now just because of that. Imagine playing a lose more than a win more. So actually, I was thinking we could Abao this. But I prefer to SP this. Yeah, GG. Okay, game 3. So, what beats this deck? Lancia is pretty good, isn't it? Like, I needed it in a game where I was hit by DD Crow and Magnuma on Curse. Yeah, that is really annoying. I can definitely see use cases. Yeah, I can see that. The M-Frame would have gotten everything back into rotation. No, that is cool. Ash seems really good. Droplet does seem good. Storm seems good. Droll seems effective versus them. I think Salesban is a less impactful card than the rest of these. Is Ash better than all these other cards? Magatama could probably come out, actually. If they Floodgate us, I would be sad, and that is kind of where Magatama shines, but honestly, maybe Snake Rain. Card kind of minuses us. I like this. Can't wait for VS to be meta viable so we can play Coils again. Is Coils good into them? I don't really know how Vanquish Soul works, to be honest. Well, chat, I'm going to use the bathroom because it's going to be a minute. Be right back. Leave a like. Don't go anywhere. All right, chat, I'm back. Tell me what they have. Oh, thank you, Lancia. How useful. Do I try and bait? We could set this and try to daybreak it. No, we have to lightning storm first, though, don't we? It's just gotta be. I wasn't paying attention, but I would assume the Crystron trap. Okay, well, we ate the one thing we can see. Well, two things we can see, I guess. So as a start, getting rid of the Omni is nice. They have a Judgment. Oh my god. They definitely have a Judgment set. They had a window on this summon before we did. We don't mind this here. Ogdomitsu is so much fun in paper. It's not an expensive deck by Yu-Gi-Oh standards, but I do think it's an expensive deck by human money standards. You know what I mean? Do they have Droll? No. Okay. So we want to force them to use that spell negate on something else, or to just deal with that guy in our own way. And I think Habakiri and Prayers, or I'm sorry, and this, or we could just tribute it. Do we care about a rep lock from here? Honestly, just tributing that guy seems good. I guess perhaps there was a more efficient way of doing this. Activate. Try and get the Neff into the graveyard. Yeah, I like Wosu Daybreak. No, I agree. That is cool. Let's get the Lancia to grave. I like that this keeps our options a little more open by tributing this here. Tributing this. I would have tributed the Aramasa and then Daybreak tribute Wosu. We can still do that. I don't really see how that's different, but okay. You know you can't tribute a monster from field for Wosu, right? He's got to tribute from hand. So I think to start, we just want to bully with Daybreak. Force them to interact because Snapper... Well, Lizardos, for one, is just going to threaten to draw us a card. Okay, we knew that was coming. We'll attempt to summon from our hand. A hand trap here would be fine because Neff would then pop out, of course. I actually think we're going to go for the Saji over the Night Sword. We could bring back Neff here. I don't hate that. So we go search, target. Hi, Noodles. Good to see you. Do I want the Neff here, or do I want to hold it for a more clutch position? I think we will go the Nephilibus. They have something. Bring back Neth. They have a pop at the ready, probably. Yeah, okay. Now this just forces them to think harder about what they're going to do. And now we have a targeting protect card. So, what do I like the looks of here? I'm bringing this deck to US Nats. Are you going? Yeah, I'm going. I'll be joining a bunch of friends who are gracious enough to let me stay in the same Airbnb, so I'm very excited for my first ever nationals. I really like the participation mat being Fua. I think that's really cool. Destroy that card. Maybe I'll see some people. I think we should chill. I don't think we want to rush to protect this. How big is nationals compared to regionals? I don't know. Top 32, here we come. The regionals in the area I can get to are pretty small. If I get top 32 of friends buying me a couple of boxes, and even going to the regional on the 8th in Minneapolis, I'll be at the Minneapolis one this coming Saturday. Definitely didn't remember the Aramasa, if I'm honest. Let's go for this now. Oh, no, I'm not there. Sorry. That is annoying. Can I still... Yeah, we can still make it happen, I think. Because we can go... Tribute a Reptile. Here we'll pick up our Murakumo. Reviving anybody, really. I guess not anybody necessarily. We want to have a live target or pop protect. And then do they have anybody that can come out of the graveyard? Because now we can go for a mirror, speccing this back. We can go you into Snapper. Yeah, GG. They must not have had anything in the back row. No, sorry, I won't be at that one. I would love to go to some of those bigger events, but I am still pretty new to Paper, and I don't know how to get in or if it's worth it. For Nats, you have to do well at an OTS or a regional to earn an invite, or you can play on the Friday before Nats to try and earn your invite last minute. What do you think about playing Vados the Ashen in the side? It's an FTK into Orcust and a near FTK into Vanquish. I don't know either of those decks, if I'm honest. Are they going to be out by the time Nats is out? Let me check on TCG Player. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I just want to see the price, okay? If you think it's a real side deck card... Oh, no, there's no way. I'm not bothering buying this stupid thing. It costs $15. My answer is I don't want to buy it. See, I don't know why people are talking about us like we're the problem. Yo, Zexel, good to see you. I have the entire Ashened core. I'm sorry. A Dark Souls fan has been spotted. Vados is a weird card. I have faith that I can find other ways around, but... Oh. That's very scary. But I think our Ash will be better used either never or somewhere else. Probably to stop Fiendsmith if I had to wager. Probably going to sell my Vados and make 50 bucks. Yeah. Fua now? Preemptively Fua always? Why? They're going to activate an effect to do this. If it's twins? I don't see why. Can somebody explain? What inherent summon do they have? You just gotta tell me what summon they can do that actually helps versus... They negate? With what? With what? I'm so scared now. With the new twin, isn't it? Right? The new main deck? Oh my god, they didn't have it. They do have that. That sucks. But our hand is okay. If they rip our Saji and just pass, we're kind of annoyed. They have a negate called Sweet that if it's in hand, it can pitch to negate if you respond with a card effect. Ah, that's gross. Okay, I understand. You do it early to just... No, I understand. I thought you were trying to say they could inherent summon something that I'd miss out on the draw for. They did take the Saji. I'm getting sniped. There's no other way they could know to take that. Our hand is really good for the... If we do just brick and have to pass to them. If they just end here. If we draw a starter... That's a starter. Not a good one, per se, but... So... It costs our normal summon, and doing it... We could go for Coat Feet, but doing it Echidna keeps our Kusanagi live. Ooh. Chad, I'm a little tempted to go full greed. If we go Naya, this could be our only search for the turn. If that's the case, any one of these sucks. No, you wouldn't... Well, Habakiri is what I was thinking, but Naya leads to Habakiri. Because we've still got Night Sword in deck. They both lead to full combo, though. Let's go Habakiri. 30 viewers. Thank you for coming out, everybody. We're definitely getting drolled here. That sucks. Oh, never mind. Habakiri into Saji. Yeah. We want to keep the Saji around, although it is more vulnerable a little bit to like a Veiler, but all roads lead to Habakiri. I think Naya would have been fine there, but this is probably the safer pathing, honestly. I love 5-headed Link Dragon in this meta. What are you talking? You were being serious. I'm so scared. Someone stop this madman. Do I need to file a wellness check on you, Volo? I'm worried. I'm concerned. No, we should have tributed the Saji, because then we could just... No, because we're going to go... Yeah, this is fine. We go Aramasa, summon Aramasa, search Murakumo. No, this is better. This is what I was planning for. It just didn't pan out fully. That hurts really bad. You shock ourselves, summon this guy, activate. Can I recover from that? Do we Ash this? I don't think so. So here... Hey, Jason, good to see you. Deha, most of chat is not okay. I'm learning this. I'm learning. If we go Wosu... It just gives us more of a lethal push. I wonder if they do have Droll and they held it because they had the Bestial. I topped second with Mitsu Ogdo. Let's go. That's awesome. Congratulations. Happy to hear it. In my local, 3-1. 3-1 is awesome. I went close to that. Or I went 3-1 the other night. Felt good. Can we just put enough bot? Actually, so the play is, chat. We will simply draw into a ritual spell. We will simply top deck into it off of the Lizardos. I really think our opponent's got Droll. It might be Nib as well, I guess. That could definitely be the case. Good plan. We have to give up our level 4 to do this plan. I think that's fine. This also makes them very vulnerable to a battle phase play. Ah, never lucky. We're also rep locked. I wish I have a locals where I'm from. It should have been Haggard. My only loss was against Malice, bricked really hard. Oh, that sucks. I did make Haggard. F. What do we want to make? We could go Aaron, I guess. Use you. Get rid of their value card. No, it's not Aaron. Is it? I think it's put this back. It's a phrase we say when my buddies and I play it when we play Malice. Oh, I see. If we send Neff, we can revive. I just don't see that being worth it. I think Aaron is better in this board state, honestly. And we just hold the Kaiju, probably. Although, Kaiju now is kind of okay. Wosu to trigger Neff seems good to me. I was thinking that, but I don't think we can kill, so I didn't want to go down that path. Deck was nuts against Blue Eyes, Prima Hero, and Purely Mimigul. That sounds like a really fun locals. What the heck? We could still do this just to clear more stuff, but I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. So what's the XP thing about? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure yet. Let's get rid of this thing. I will summon this. I didn't even consider the Aaron value, to be honest. We get to add a card to hand. I guess we'll go the Prayers. And then we get to search. Let's pick up... We have Aramasa. Let's go for this. Is that a live twin Fiendsmith? I think it is. And I think we've actually set up an okay... strange board state. From a very limited number of starters. The Bestial really hurt, for sure. And Aaron's going to get a hand rip. Yeah, I didn't even consider that happening, to be honest. But that was really cool. But now we're going to get the hand rip in the end phase. I wasn't even... No, I didn't... I'm happy you weren't also thinking about that, because I totally missed it. Sorry, did they just heal? Did we miss lethal? Am I silly? Maybe we could have, in fact, killed them. Perhaps that's true. I honestly didn't think we could, but if we went for a Neff play, Neff could have revived this thing. Yeah, we probably did have lethal here if I had played it differently. Kisa kill heals 500 when you attack. Oh, that's so funny. We should have killed that first, right? Oh, no, we did. We did. Pass to them. They lose Frost. A card was drawn. Would you like to respond? No. Leela forces you to pay 500 to attack. Very funny. I didn't know they had other effects, to be honest. I thought they just summoned from deck. We're targeting Kusanagi. We could actually deny that happening if we wanted to. Let's go for it. Good old secret effects. Secret effects are so fun. They're the difference between Yu-Gi-Oh! And other games for me. There's nothing funnier than some random garbage happening in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because cards have way too much text. Bro, if we don't win from this position, I am a criminal. I think we would have tributed Wosu to have it. I would have tributed Wosu. I didn't necessarily want to discard any of the cards in my hand, but I'm not saying that's a bad play. Definitely not a bad play. We've bricked their Druis. They have a Sunny. We haven't hand ripped yet off of Aaron, so we could let them search off this hand rip 1. We might just hit the card they search. If we just hit that Frost, we're probably fine. And we could droll them here. Although I don't actually know how much Droll does to this deck, if I'm honest. But I think we should use it just on the merit of stopping as many interactions as possible from them. Okay, Perulia. But that means we're free to Ash their next summon from deck attempt. Aaron will get a search. This is not how the OCG version of this card works, by the way, as I'm sure basically all of chat knows. Oh, we're out of Dark Reptiles in our deck. That's very interesting. Droll does very little, but they have a good amount of draw. Yeah, they have a lot of draw ones and stuff, so it could be the difference between them just top decking into value. Okay, what's happening here? Spec this card from Grave. And this card... Okay, we got him. We're going to be going second, so... Is Meowls good into this deck? I feel like it's gotta be. You just save the Ash for Requiem and game is over. Okay. I think Droll could probably come out, honestly. We get to keep one more card. We can almost keep Called By, I think. Every Charmy is good, Perulia is the worst, but not bad. Oh, that's so funny. That's so unfortunate. I think we're going to cut Droll here, because while they can draw cards, it doesn't stop them from doing their game plan. But I think the Mulches will do a lot here. Unless we don't draw them, which isn't... I wanted that anyway. I hate opening my side deck, actually. One Ash and a Dream. We really are just going to Ash the Requiem, aren't we? You just have to not chain them to effects. This deck draws themselves to beat Charmies. Oh, that's so cool. That's really slick. I like that a lot. I'm not even going to complain, because I think our hand is actually kind of goated. We have Talent, Storm, Thrust, Naya. We have a great starter. We have great non-engine. Our non-engine can be a starter if it needs to be. We're locking them out of the Caesar, potentially, if that's what they would go for here. Yeah, not a bad going second hand. No, I don't think so. There's the wreck. I'm surprised that's coming down so soon, if I'm honest. Do they have the Called By? Nope. Yeah, you should be in good shape here if you keep them off Fiendsmith. And even if not. Yeah, our hand is... Okay. That's not what they wanted to do. I was talking to a friend at the regional, or at locals, and he was saying that the current form of Live Twin just kind of folds to one interruption, and he was not a super big fan of that. We could Snake Rain here. I think we're going to, because we have Thrust and they have... Wow, that's good. 1, 2, 3. Naya in Grave already. Aaron is the usual. I was just looking for it, trying to figure out where my last target is. Top deck Rain is all I know how to do, man. I constantly hit that card. Ghost Spell is annoying. We don't need to Neff here, though, because we can Talent their hand and then Thrust pre-prep and be fine. Okay, their hand is nothing. He's so good at the game. I really am just goated. I just draw the cards I want. That's why everyone else is bad and I am good. Let's not misclick, please. Pre-prep is such a busted wide open card. I think they're on only one suite since they didn't dump it with deal. Okay, yeah, they just surrender. This man no longer... Hand Rip 3! I have to change the title. We have talent. If they did that, they had to play through the Ash. Yeah, I mean... Bats, here's the sad truth. I don't think many of us are as good at Yu-Gi-Oh! As you are. I'm not even being ironic. Dude, you guys have so much XP right now. We won the dice roll, so we don't want to do any of this funny business. Snake Rain discarding the Droll makes more sense if they have one hand trap. If they have two, discarding the Perulia makes more sense. How badly do I think I need a level 4? I think I don't need one. To be honest, I think they still had to play through Ash. They just had to lead on Twins. And I don't know why they went Wreck first. That seemed... I'm not an expert in that deck at all, but Wreck right away seemed completely wrong to me. Very happy that this goes through. I tried playing Fiendsmith Primite, but I always messed up the sequence. I don't know if you're making a joke there or not. What do they have? It's a mulch, maybe? I just want to play White Dust and TT. I love random normal monsters getting to be in decks. That is super rude, but we can play through it because we have a monster to set. Ghost Bell is a killer card into us. I like setting monsters. It's just funnier than putting it face up, don't you think? I see a message in the Discord from Roth saying, I never seem to be able to join live, but I did just realize the YouTube replays start with the sound of typing. It's this message. Yeah, at the start of each stream, I copy the link to the stream and I send it out. That is villainous, dude. This has to be Malice, right? I guess it could just be Bestial Fiendsmith control as well, now that I say that. We are going to have to rep lock, I think, but I kind of want to rebuild Twins. I have the whole old deck max rarity. That's crazy. That's super cool. I would like to dump Aaron with this, I think. So let's go for Echidna here. Echidna into the Habakiri, obviously, because we've already normal summoned. I love jamming a random normal monster and Primate Engine in my decks. Seems really fun. We could go Aaron now, but I think it's better to hold in case they have even more super toxic interrupts. We are rep locked, but we haven't been drolled yet or anything. They can't imperm. If we keep the Saji, it's more bodies. Let's tribute this. Add prayers. This converts to another rank 4. Add you. Take 8, summon you. New chain. Hang on. You. You. We could Neff here. I don't know that we need to, because we can still trigger it later. We're going to add to our hand a monster and then a spell, which of course will be Ritual. I also like decks that can break boards. Hey Jam, good to see you. Thanks for coming. So we are rep locked, so we can't make any of our super good extra deck monsters. I don't hate going for a Lizardos here, honestly. Just fishing for more value. Buff their monster for no particular reason. We could go Coatfee here, but I don't think we need to. I don't think we're going to do much more from the extra deck. Ooh, I should have done Aaron first. This was a mistake, but we can actually fix it just by not wiping yet. So we'll go you. And do we even want the Night Sword to grave? I don't think so. We won't wipe here. Oh my god, I right-clicked. I hate myself. I hate myself. Put this back. I got confused. We'll send the Aaron. We could Neff here. I won't yet. I hate myself. Summon Aaron. Murakumo effect to revive and search. Searching Ritual. Summoning Murakumo. This will wipe the Magna, getting us a search. Sorry, team. That just happens. I just get excited and I start clicking buttons. Really? This is going to cost them more than they realize. We're not going to cross out. They just let it get negated. They let us win. Okay. I think they're Malice, but I don't actually have a reason to think that. It's just my feeling. If that's the case... If it is indeed Malice... Ash doesn't do all that much. Salesman might go harder than Ash, if I'm honest. Probably the most... I will say I really like how Aaron interacts with Magnemite. Probably the most impressive part of that card. Yeah, I've been really enjoying how it hand rips the Magnemite. Aaron feels super good when you get that double value. When you get that hand rip your turn, their turn, for sure. I think if Mitsu is added to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, I think that you should voice act the character who plays it. I can't voice act, dude. I can barely stream. Do you hear how nasally I am? It's unfortunate for a chat that somebody who wants to present this deck talks the way I do. Oh, it's not Malice. It's VS. And we have nothing. Are we dead? Oh, no, they don't have new support yet. We're fine. I personally believe the A-Lock is the best possible build just because it lets you play through Charmies so much easier. I do not think it lets you play through Charmies easy. I think it plays into Charmies as much as the current build because it's not like when I get Charmied, I go for the full 15 extra deck summon line. You change it up. You can easily end on something like Mondo, SP, or I'm sorry, IP for a very similar effect to the SP or the A-Lock. Wow, I'm struggling. And for a very similar number of interactions. Oh, it's Regenesis Vanquish. The best way to beat Charmies is to play pure Mitsu. Yeah, probably, but I don't want to do that. Nah, it's because you still end on FTK rather than half board with them having a lot of cards. Just don't commit hard on Ogdo. Oh, I see what you're saying, Bats. I don't know. I always prefer building something to nothing, but I do see the value in trying to... I mean, Mitsu is kind of annoying too, because if you lead Habakiri, they're getting a +1 for sure, because they draw one off Habakiri, you summon once from deck, they get that too. But I don't mind those cards nearly as much as the Droll. I wonder if the XP will... Oh, it resets. I was just going to say, I wonder if the chat XP are getting is going to hold over to the next stream. That'd be kind of funny. No idea how it works. You ritual from hand, tributing Murakumo, get mirror, ritual from grave, get prayers, give no additional draws, and pretty much always at least survive. The best way to beat Fua in the deck is ending on 5-headed. Stop! I don't know what that card does. Hang on. 5-headed Link Dragon. Oh, this card's $1. It's a sleeper, chat. Must be Link summoned. 5 monsters. Oh, 5 monsters. If this card was Link summoned using Dark, Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Cannot be destroyed by battle with unaffected by other cards' effects. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you must banish 5 cards from your graveyard face down. This is not optional. Or send this card to the graveyard. So it's just a towers? Why are we making a towers? They used an effect on our turn, so this is live. But if they have Ash, we just scoop, yeah. GG, guy. You got me. We are up first. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. I want one of that. I want you. I want you. They have Bystials, which is irritating. 13. 2 more cards got to come out. Probably these two. We're putting in the mulch just for the cross-out target, I think is probably worth. Is there anything here I think shouldn't be? No, this looks good to me. God, side decking is fun in this game. It's just the towers, because some people like towers. Try to out it without a light. Bro, my deck literally outs it. We have a kaiju. I run Goddess. Goddess is like one of my favorite cards in the game, I think. I should try to do that sometime. Try to figure out what my actual favorites are. If they have Ash, I'd rather this gets ashed. We beat the Droll either way. Do I want this to get ashed, actually? Not really. Because if this gets ashed, then it's a... if this gets ashed, we... Ritual... No, I'd rather this got stopped. I'm back. Okay, kaiju. Okay, searchable kaiju, by the way. Do they have the Droll? They do not, or if they do, they're holding it. Malice has access code. Pure Mitsu has Wosu. 5k isn't enough. No, 5k is unfortunately kind of a tiny number if we're just looking at the current climate of the actual game. Goddess isn't a real... What are you talking about? Goddess is amazing. I think you're trolling me now. I think you are being a silly man. Or woman, I suppose. Pick up our ritual spell. Ooh. Okay, I'm confident they don't have Droll. Which means we can... Oh, that was a Bestial. Totally. No one plays Goddess. Only good players like me play Goddess. Except you. That's why everyone's lucky I don't get to make it out to YCSs. I'd be tearing it up with my Goddess. Access code can hit over it, but not destroy it. Card isn't bad. It's just not common enough to play around. I think it's one of those cards you should always consider. I'm not saying you should lose yourself duels to avoid it, but you know what I mean. I love how many cards pre-prep nets you. It's so unreasonable. Now we go for Ogdo, because if they do have a Bestial, we want to make them work for it. Gotta hop off now. Good luck. Thanks so much for coming out, Connor. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. Why do you hate the white woman so much? Yeah, bats. Is this something you got to unpack here? If they do have the Magna, because it's always the Magna Mutt, then Aaron in the end phase is probably going to go pretty hard here. Oh, it also can't die by battle. That's a bit more annoying. The Dugaris line still works, though. I mean, Wosu is also a very common card. Like, Goddess, I accept that I play and mostly nobody else does. My PR team says that's a joke. Dugaris, okay, Detonator. But, yeah, Wosu is a very real card, if we're being honest. We have so much gas. I should make a new full Ogdo guide, including Mitsurugi, before the ban list drops, or before we get limited and stuff, because it's a glorious thing what we are at full power right now. I love our deck. It's got to be a Bestial that they're just hyper greed holding, I think. I say greed. Ooh. We can get access to, like, all of the back row we ever want, because we have this, we have this. We can also get prayers. This helps versus Nib. I meant Chet. They really hate that card for some reason. Oh, I thought you were calling out bats for hating white women. So, here we can go... We could go Aaron. But I think it's probably a fine time to start setting up the ritual summons. If they have... Getting this isn't horrible. Does the new rank 4 ritual guy? Almost never. Almost 0 times. But it's kind of a contingency piece that I want to have around, but am not... I don't hate Goddess. I just don't know that it really makes the cut anymore. No, I think that's completely reasonable. I think you're mostly right about that, in that it's just not that common a card. We could coat fee here, actually, for Aaron. We have Daybreak for Naya as well. Or, I'm sorry, Nunu as well. Let's just continue along this line. We might get our Murakumo bestialed here finally. If we do, we're not even that heartbroken over it. We're not. I really thought they had it. I guess it is going to be this card just in case they don't turn on our thrust. That's definitely a possibility. Okay, they just leave. Yeah, the Code Igniter is probably getting cut from my list in the near future. I think the amount of times I've summoned it wasn't a result of my own misplays. Yeah, no, right. Like, it is there when you mess up and search the wrong thing because you got distracted. So now you don't have a ritual spell, but I guess I can ritual summon. Every other time is bailing me out from... Yeah, no, I totally... That's such a funny way of putting it. Code Igniter is tier 0. Code Igniter is a lose less card. You know what I mean? You screwed up, but now you get to fix it a little bit because you have a ritual summon on demand. Actually, chat, hold on, sorry. 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom. I know. Leave a like for restroom break. Be right back. All right, chat. Sorry about that. I know I'm always using the restroom. I apologize, but I'm back. That deck title is beautiful. Deha went to Floodgaters Anonymous with me, and now he no longer... Yeah, you and I dropped Ice Barrier and Zerol. I'm sold on AA Ron, but cutting Ogdoadic still seems crazy. Free Varudris goes so hard. It's not free Varudris. You have to give up quite a lot to get there, I think. I've been making Varudris by Synchro and Chaos Angel as the second 10. That is so funny. Whoa. Yeah, oh, now, sorry, am I being unreasonable? Mad, is that what you're saying? Do we get hit with the Droll here? Because we have the cross, or the called by, because we're just too good. They totally have it. Yes. Oh, it feels good. This card needs to be banned. This is too banned. Ah! It's not good. Add a monster. You. I didn't know that could stop called by. I've never dropped Ice Barrier. I just dropped the Floodgates. Ice Barrier means Floodgate. That's just how English works, dude. What are you talking about? Pick this up. I didn't know Ghost Spell negates called by. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Look what they must do to imitate a fraction of our power. Nuh-uh. Goatee Ice Barrier. Okay. I guess we just do the Mondo play. Anyway. Oh, I could have summoned the Futsu too. We still can. Do I want to? I would have tributed there to get the summon back and search Kusanagi for the... I would have tributed there to get the summon back and search Kusanagi for the normal summon. I don't think I like that very much. We could ritual from deck into something, but I don't really fancy giving up my ritual spell here. How much do I think a Futsu would matter? I guess it's better to waste this now than to die to Hubris. Because now we have Futsu and Mondo as alternative ways of getting the Murakumo out. I would have tributed there to get the summon back. Ooh, that's super scary. Is it? Can't we just Murakumo their guy, now that I think about it? You get to pass on prayers, Murakumo, IP if you do the tribute. Let's go... Let's go Futsu here. We could bring back something else instead of the Murakumo, honestly. Let's go Kusanagi here, I think. And then we could Mondo, but I don't really want to do that on the same chain. I want to see if we can bait out the Fenrir. We can. So here we'll target our ritual. And then we can go Mondo to summon this out. So we lose the Futsu, but the Futsu wasn't going to be super valuable here, I don't think, anyway. Oh my god, they had another one. Do I care if they search another cache? I actually don't think so. Yeah, I kind of see it, Bats. I'm still not 100% that's what I would have liked to do. The second bell really is something though, isn't it? Okay. Hand is good. If we summon... Yeah, it's summoned from hand anyway. I swear, if they have the third bell. Get a monster, get a spell. This is probably the wrong order. Is it prayers? Wosu doesn't actually go all that hard in the current board state. Third bell, let's go. Don't even say that. That's very interesting to me to try and do that, I think. We will search here. We will pay to summon. Is it Kusanagi, actually? Or is it you? It's probably Murakumo, honestly. 1, 2. We have one more of them in deck. We don't necessarily want to wipe that guy. Kusanagi doesn't really target that much stuff. Let's not overthink it, I guess. We'll summon this. Search. Wipe. Here we'll search. We've summoned... We can summon from deck with the other ritual. We've already used this effect. We want to revive our you. Haha, just kidding. Nothing to summon. But of course. Summon from grave. the other Habakiri. I just miscounted where they all were. My bad. And I guess just the negate. Yeah, okay. Definitely not a perfectly played game by any means, chat. Kashtira Control. What do I bet they're on Fiendsmith. I do like how all the numbers lined up to 8,000 so well. Holy crap, I didn't realize. I thought we were short damage, to be honest. Do I want the Meowls if I do think it's Fiendsmith? Or do we think the Droll... 24... Yeah. No, I see it. Do I want Meowls? I think I do. Let's go for something like this. If this is indeed Fiendsmith, this card will go hard. If it's not, oh well. That's not what I expected to see. Regenesis Cash. Summon from deck. I do want to stop that, I think. Unless, don't tell me this isn't a gate. It totally is. Okay. I mean, can't do anything about it, so whatever. Add a Regenesis card. Okay. It's a negate, yep. I should have read it. I should have known just by how he looks. That can send the spell. That's very funny. What can I say? My read wasn't correct on the Meowls. Didn't know it could send the quick play. That's solid. Learning experiences. Yeah. This is why we play a lot online. I say play a lot. I don't play that much, actually. They didn't get to rip our extra, at least. I don't know why. When Bat Smack tells me I misplayed, I sleep. When Dragon tells me I misplayed, I rage. Just the law of the jungle. So they have a negate. What does this guy do? Piercing? Anything else? Here is a birth, but they're just doing it as a graveyard rip. Okay. So if I prayers tributing, they can rip up my graveyard. I should have done that in draw phase. I right-clicked. Lord is the token useless boss monster. Oh, really? The themed trap is a Book of Moons, to be ready for that. Thank you. I had no idea, so I appreciate you. I think I will tribute this, though. I want them to use the birth earlier than later, for sure. And we have Prio, so we'll at least get the Futsu effect off. We will add a monster. Will we summon? If we go... I like Aramasa. Summon Aramasa. Again, definitely should have been in the draw, but whatever. And now we're pretty insulated against an Ash. The extra deck rip we don't care about. So we know they have Book of Moon, a negate. The negate doesn't matter because we have two effects going off here. So we could actually out one of their threats as well. Because we could out the Sage if we went for a Wosu. If we went something like Wosu plus Saji off the other guy. I kind of like that. Main phase means you could thrust for talents after the Unicorn or Sage. Yeah, we'll probably... I like that line too. Or should it be Haba? If we search Haba. It searches any card, but they both get us to the card I care about, so I think this is fine. Hopefully they go for Unicorn here. They do. That is my extra deck. We could stop the graveyard rip here if we wanted to, but I think a negate is just far more difficult to handle. They always banish the SP because they look at our extra deck and they're like, I'm not reading any of this garbage. God, I love Wosu. Others don't. What do you mean? You're giving them... Oh, I was going to say you're giving them. I'm so used to it being a kaiju. You're not giving them anything. Yeah, let's do this line here. Our graveyard is still at risk. But now they have a Book of Moon. We have Duster in our deck. They are booking now, I believe. Add a card. We've already used this. We want Ritual, for sure. Don't tell me it's a Graveyard Revive. Oh my god, was that from their deck? Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened? What's the point of playing Regenesis Lord? Archfiend can also search the trap. It's either book or soul charge. Dude, I didn't know it was soul charge. But only start charge on your turn. I see. I don't know how I'm dealing with this stuff then, actually. I guess talent, yeah. Talent to steal. I don't have time to read these all. Lord is a big stick and can set up 2 spell trap searches in a turn. Okay. I just don't have time to read all their cards anymore. They have to negate here. If they don't, send one other card. They could just let us have the guy. What's the theming on these guys? What are they? Archfiend looks so cool. Warrior is the monster bounce, I believe. Tribute this card, then target one monster your opponent controls, just turn it to hand. They are giving me the negate. They are the 25th anniversary archetype. I think I'm going to try for an Xyz summon here. Because if they stop this, we still have access to Echidna. And if they don't, it makes our ritual far more threatening. Yeah, they're going to bounce this. Echidna. Echidna. We haven't used this yet. There's not necessarily anything we want to summon off it, though. It just gets it in rotation. But I think that might just be good enough, actually. Power play meows. Tribute. Tribute. 1, 2. Birth. Oh, what am I doing? Of course. I hate Kashtira. That was stupid. Of course that was gonna happen. I guess we just out some monsters. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh my god, Lord is big. Oops. Yeah, that was stupid. I'm just really dumb. Sorry, chat. And I can't count. I'm sorry. I'm throwing. I'm inting. Although I won't, I'm going to give myself a little slack. They had a good end board. And we didn't interrupt them at all, was it? That's a weird called by. Out of all the years you could, I guess they have to because it's getting popped, but man, they had called by on top of all of that. What? No. Yeah, called by on top of it all is just disrespectful. Downright rude. 2, 2, 3. I like this. They all add back. That's villainous. That's very strong. Good grind. Are you serious, man? I guess we set this just to threaten / maybe get value from it if they talent. Archfiend would have come back if you killed it or not anyway. That's fair. I didn't know that, but that's good to know. A duster, huh? It's got to be talent, right? I guess called by. What do I stop with the Ash? Does it matter? I wonder if I just let this through and stop. Just Ash and pray. Okay. Pass, 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 pass. Yes! Yes! Oh, I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. Pseudo starter. If they have Droll, I'm Sag, but okay. And our hand is wicked. If they Ash, oh, they're Meowls. Add a Mitsu. Do I even care that they're gonna? They'll just search Archfiend and you Ash him. It's a big body. Yeah, right. We add this. Take 8. I think we just play ignorantly into this. Thrust is not good to go necessarily because they have nothing for us to stop. Also, you can't special the other Regenesis without a 2500 body like Archfiend. Oh, good to know. If we coat fee, I think we chillin'. There's a chance they try to interact with this with their 1 interrupt if they have anything left. Take this as a backup plan, I guess. We could do this to make them put a monster on the board. No, but Ogdo plays way too hard into. Archfiend reveals to summon. The rest need a 25. Okay. We've already used Saji, so we'll go you. And I don't want to summon more than I need to from the graveyard. So I guess this. Target ritual. Do they have a crow? That would be brutal, honestly. Ow. Summon from deck. Search. Revive. We have already used prayers. Oh, never mind. I was like, how do we get lethal? And then we just go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. It's not quite enough. So we go summon from grave, right? Because these have both been tributed. Tributing this. So if we gave them the nib, I'm crying. But anything else... If they hit the nib, I'll be so sad. From there, we could thrust. Not that it would really help us. Oh my god, they really did have it. That's horrible. I'm just throwing then. What the... Sure. Shuffle this. Wow. That's actually horrible. I'm so annoyed by that. That's so frustrating. I think Water Lily is the play, probably. I didn't even consider we could still kill them, to be honest. Rain would have been a good search. Set Water Lily. Yeah, we still can kill them, can't we? Let's go for this. Set up this. Yeah, we really do just have to go for it now. Nib would be sad, but actually we're just trying to put damage on board. We're not rep locked. Send this. Summon this. Yeah, we really are just going to go for it. Yeah, I agree. We lose if it goes back to them. We could bring back Murakumo, wipe their board. Bring back, wipe. Revive with what? Do I bring back Murakumo here, chat? I can't decide. No, we'll bring back Naya, only because I want to have Curse still be able to use its own effect. And we don't want to put that many bodies out. We can make a Link 2 here. Zero that thing out. Or go for the Lizardos. Honestly, probably better. Use this now. Banish. It doesn't really matter. Set it to 0, I suppose. Make a bunch of tokens. The nib was crazy. We still might lose this, but the fact that we have Ogdo really helps, because if we were pure right now, we would just be on hand traps, and we wouldn't be able to outpace their current hand. No, I know Purification's graveyard effect. I just didn't know how you intended for us to put it there. Yeah, what I was asking was more, how do you think we do that? But the answer is going to be Abao, I think. Unicorn. Plan B. Ogdoadic is not Plan B. We were simply doing Plan B first with Mitsu. So we've already revived Neff. Well, we can Abao now, but I don't necessarily know that I want to do that. We haven't revived Neff in its own effect yet. But if we go Abao, discard this, revive Murakumo just for the damage, slash the interruption, I guess. Do we wipe their guy? I think not, because we want to keep them on a body. And now we'll go Daybreak, send King. And then off of this, revive Neff. They could be on Bestials. If they are, I guess that's where Purification comes in clutch too. And now we go, you tribute these, attempt to bring you back. What did I nef? Did I forget to? Did I revive with Nephilibus? I kind of feel like I didn't think to do that now that we're like playing more. You Nef revive Naya. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Ash. Big. And now we just have lethal from here, so. Unless they have something crazy. 32. Okay, I'm so happy we got to play further through this. 25. We actually have 100 short. So this is going to be huge. What did they target? So we'll do this. Bring him back to prevent the Bestial. They have another Bestial. Because, of course they do. We'll force a discard. Does Aaron beat over Bestials? I didn't take a look at their stats very closely. Liberator Eto. I don't really see what that would have done for us, but... Do we just trade this thing down? This sucks so hard. We've already attacked with Murakumo. Not even Eto was dead up until the random discard. Yeah, I don't know what Eto would have done for us, really. I disagree on that. It's just got big attack. Wow. You're a really good dude. They had the Meowls, the Nib, and 3 Bestial monsters. And they even drew into an Ash, but we just happened to rip it. This guy's just too good for me, chat. I am salty AF about this. Goddess is back, I guess. I'm so sad. That's so depressing. Meowl's Nib's so rough. Unfortunate, but you had to go for it at that point. Yeah, we literally couldn't pass. We just gave them everything they wanted because Molchummies were a mistake. Definitely not as oppressive as Max C, but just like being stabbed with nails is better than being shot. I still don't want to be stabbed with nails. We literally are just on Judgment in a Dream. I think we're just going to try and stop this guy because he gets really big, right? Konami cuts a $20 band card into 3 pieces and sells each for $100. I'm sure there was a safer line through all that, but it would require way more time than we have. Yeah, I just didn't have time to think super long. Even if, assuming I could even find those lines, but... This sucks. This is such a bummer. They just got hard carried by Meowls. They used 1, 2, 3, 4. They used 5 cards on our turn that they just could not have had in their opening hand. There's no way they had all that stuff. You know what I mean? And now they just make any Link summon, beat over whatever this garbage is. This looks cool. Wallow, founder of the Drudge Dragons. Is this new? This looks crazy. This art is so cool. I love that. Okay, slow guy. Oh, that was so heartbreaking. Just play better. Just be The Bloodborne Xyz. Yeah, he looks like Dark Beast Parl, doesn't he? That released back in Dabble. I don't know what Dabble is, I'm sorry. Fake fan, fake fan. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go to a 3-hour stream today, I think. Alongside the Bastiles was part of the Bastille Darkwing Blast. Oh, Darkwing Blast. Okay. Interesting. If they go for Theosis, if they're real Kashtira, the Fua goes hard here. If not, we might not get any value. They want Birth. I swear this better not be the same guy. I'll be real sad if it's the same dude that we just queued into. Any Graveyard Hate is already kind of a hard matchup for us, honestly. Unicorn. I definitely want to use this now. I do not mind the extra dick rip one bit. They're just going to take SP again. Holy crap, they scooped. They really scooped. Bro is having a worse time than I am. Sales ban, call Birth. That's what I was thinking if we got there. I don't know. I think Unicorn, rip an extra deck card, set an Imperm, like, they were probably kind of fine, honestly. But they just gave up. They were definitely going to go for Fiendsmith. So it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish summons, right? At least. If they committed to the full thing, which they didn't have to. Oh, I'm excited, chat. My Feather Duster is probably in my mailbox. It's 2:11 over here where I am. I really hope the music hasn't been too loud this whole time and just nobody told me. Appreciate you all for hanging out today. It's been a really nice stream. It always is really fun, but it's 19:11 over here. I didn't ask what year it was. I also can't really do military time. What is that, 7 p.m.? I think I'm going to be buying a PC in the next couple months. I don't know when, because next month's going to be pretty expensive. Well, next month is in July, because I'm going to do... In June, I'm doing a Minneapolis regional, which won't be super bad. In July, I'm going to Nats, and in July, I'm traveling to Chicago for a concert, but I've saved a bunch. Dude, I don't know where I am. I'm so sorry, but I am unaware of what's happening in reality. Mad, you have to forgive me. I'm a fool. Give me your old one. My laptop's pretty good still. I definitely don't need a new computer. But I really want one because mine is getting older. Laptops just don't last all that long, unfortunately. If I think they have Droll, this should have been Murakumo probably, but I think playing that way is not fruitful. We go Ritual. We could have gone for a Snake Rain thing first. Okay. And in fact, we probably don't need to Snake Rain now that they let this through. Because we probably just go Kofi into Naya. I really hope the Ogdos get reprinted into higher rarities. I would love secret rare Nayas. That would make me so happy. Also so happy that I bought my CR Ogdos right before Mitsu was announced. Totally on a fluke. I just happened to be inspired to get them. That's annoying. Do I even want Daybreak? I could instead go for Aaron off of Lily and just go really low to the ground. Monkey Paw Curls, QCR Ogdos. Shut up. I don't like QCRs. We don't need to use this, so... I have all of my royals too. I have a Royal Amnesia, but not an Ultra. I never got the Ultra one. I think it's just gotta be the Night Sword here. How do I... This is the Tribute Murakumo angle, IMO. Do this. Summon you. Effect. I have all Ultra Royals and all CR Royals. That's awesome. I want this. I want this. Spec this. Because we have Mirror. And then mirror it back, set up Aaron IP. Yeah, we are going to go for mask either way, I think. So we're going to go you, like this. They're going to get the draw. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go Aaron. Probably should have done the Aaron a little sooner if possible, but... Summon you. Rika Queen Stren is a fun rank 4. I just find you don't need it. Your board is way too full for my liking. Ritual summon this guy, tributing you, bring this out. We will search. Yeah, search this. I like summoning this and then going into one more extra deck monster. What could we go into? Because our set cards are really good. I like these a lot. She just gives a negate. It comes so late. I don't know how you don't need to stop Nib. Nib is not an important card for us. I don't see it that way, at least. Let's go like this. It gives them one more draw, but it gets the Aaron rip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, she doesn't negate. Oh, they just scooped off that? That was strange. Okay. That was very strange. Okay. I kind of like... I think Ash is the weakest link here, honestly. And by then, you've summoned so many times. I like this. I don't love Droplet into Mitsurugi, if I'm honest. Wosu might also look a bit strange, but I like that you can... I like Wosu. Because once they tribute something, it can't come back a second time. So it can get rid of something for good, as well as just being a really big damage swing. Removing something from their board, giving you... the 2K. Our hand is nutty. They're on the draw. It looks like they're... Oh, nope, they're not playing around draw. Even though it looks like they could have. I don't think they needed to scoop there at all, by the way. They had 7 cards. And we gave them the trap being really good in their graveyard. From your deck by tributing from hand is bizarre. Let's do this now, just so we don't have to contend with a hand rip. So I find out my local plant player has been lying about Hyperion. You gotta read people's cards. Yeah. That is really annoying. There is the Murakumo. They're gonna search. They did set themselves up to play well under the Meowls here. But if they pass on just the trap, I think that we're fine. Pre-prep, very strong. I'm really excited to see my secret duster that came in because it said moderately played, and I kind of like when cards are worn down. So as long as there's not a big scratch on the picture, I'll be totally fine with that. Although they probably would have put that as damage now that I say it out loud. Also, if anybody here is new, like I don't think I've seen over confidential chatting a whole lot in the past. We have a Discord. It's a lot of fun. I always post when we go live there. Really good discussion. Love the community there. People don't read. He probably didn't know. He probably wasn't cheating on purpose. He probably, I agree, just had no idea. So we've got Magatama, Purification to contend with. It's very random for it to have a turn-based restriction. That is very strange, but I cheat on purpose. 4 back row. Oh my god. What a wicked top deck. Let's pre-prep, because there's a chance they get scared and Purification this. Okay, they didn't. Yeah, yep, so pre-prep first. I think now we should Storm, because then we can Duster their remaining back row. Here comes the scoop to Lightning Storm. No, they have Purification, which we knew about. But I don't think they'll be able to handle the thrust into the Duster, because we do run both. And this card is also very good. This negates effects. We don't want to chain anything. So they'll get their Futsu back. They have Wosu. I could also... Instead of... Duster clears 3 threats is the thing. But if we went Talent and took Futsu, wouldn't that kind of brick them? Because then they wouldn't have... They could Magatama in response to that, I guess. And then they could still have Prayers. So I think this is still got to be Duster. Because then at least we force out all of it. Yeah, I was just... It's the obvious line, right? So I was just trying to figure out, is there a smarter way if I just take a little longer? But I also was a little torn when I ordered, because I ended up picking this version, this art, versus the alt, because they're both about the same price. But ultimately, I think the secret would look better on all this red. I think this looked really cool. I pulled an Ulti Duster, but I sold it ages ago. They do have the that. I don't super care is the thing. Unless we go... We haven't Habakuri'd yet, though, either. So let's just wait. They don't know our hand at all. All they've seen are our... Well, they know a little bit, actually. They know we have Haba and Mirror. You ritual the Murakumo, and then they lose everything. Oh, yeah, just ritual from deck. Yeah, I like that. That is a really good play, Bats. Thank you. Search. Wipe. Even if they target, their Murakumo will never really hit the table. Yeah, this is a great play. We'll negate here just to... If they are stupid, they'll discard. Yep, they're stupid. They think this makes a difference. Although, like, they have a choice. Add ritual. We'll go... Yeah, GG. Really slick play. Thank you, Bats, for pointing that out. Really cool. I would have still gotten there, but it would have been messier. I honestly wouldn't have thought of doing it that way. Streaming is OP. You just become a better player by having people just help. Hey, Grim. Did I just read Hand Rip 2? As a Mermail player, I'm offended. Shoo, it's funny water. No, Mermail, it's real. We hand rip really awkwardly comparatively. Mermail does it super efficiently. If this is Ash, we just pass. It's Fua. Okay. I don't like it, but we survive it. Chain ended. Or are they going to droll immediately, just like that other guy? This hand I always lead normal Knight Sword. Why normal Knight Sword? Knight Sword triggers being tributed by Habakiri. Yeah, but we preserve our normal this way. And this is less vulnerable to imperms and veilers this way, which I like. It's amazing how good you play this deck without the Alien Lock. I thought that was our win con. It is really good, but... Because now we have our normal... No, I like this way more. I disagree on that play there. Bats. Add effect, add ritual spell. We can set up Aaron using the Daybreak. Magatama Prayers beat the Imperms and Veilers. Those are both true. I still disagree. I still like this more. But I see it. Snakes over aliens. I still like the A-Lock. It's not that I don't like it. I just am not on it right now. Kind of win more to me. Alien Lock is so dominating on games. Summon you, tributing you and you, mostly because we need a card in Banishment. Ritual, summon. Is Pure Mitsu playable? No, Pure Mitsu is probably the more, or Pure Mitsu is the more common variant than what I'm on right now. Ogdoadic is cracked, though. We had a crazy duel. We almost won through so much interruption. If they had one fewer Bestial, I think we had that one. So I want to make Aaron useful. So to do that, if we go Bing Bong, Pure Mitsu is better if you want to play low to the ground. Yeah, it's really good playing. We should have just cheated. I think I'm going to do this. This looks weird. We'll see if I regret it. But I want to set up Aaron kind of early. We'll go Mask off these two. We'll go Daybreak, put this back, send Aaron. Aaron will summon itself. And now this will at least deny one card. Ritual from deck. The Futsu. And we'll go search, and this chain blocks Ash. We have Mirror, so we could just go Purification here. Ooh, it's Memento. I'm scared. I think giving them +1 is enough. I don't want to give them more than that, really. Although we could convert this into... Let's do this. This converts it into one more interrupt kind of through prayers. Oh, really? So the Ogdoadic stuff can handle more hand traps? I think they're better at playing into hand traps. You're definitely trading off kind of subtlety / efficiency for more gas. There's no way it's worth going for another extra summon from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're up one card. So Fua didn't hurt us all that much, and we still have a great end board here. We happen to open a lot of really good back row. Super Poly is gross, but should be fine, especially if they target the wrong stuff here. Pure Mitsu is far from playable. It's good. It's amazing, I think. I think playable is doing a disservice to it. They're thinking, dude. I hear the gears turning. It doesn't help that I really don't know what Memento's cards do. Ogdo plays through so much, but you have to play into real boards more often because you can't afford the same... Yes, right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think we'll wait to bring back the Futsu here. I had someone hit me with the triple dark predaplant. Oh, Trifia Veritum? That's awesome. That's very funny. They're adding here. Thanks. Good to know. Thanks. We'll get the hand rip here. So Aaron has denied as many cards as they've gone up. Is that what they just searched? No, they should search the sheep. I thought I was a god. If I wanted to prevent them going a free extra deck summon here, like that, I would have gone for the prayers, but... Oh, they're targeting this. That is super good for me. I thought they were going to go for our monsters with the SP. Do I want to tribute? No. Come on, man. Ooh. They're just leaving it at that. Adamitsu, no. Spec 1, yes. Futsu is back. And we get to search a card. So I guess... I always like going Saji. I feel like it's just really flexible. I love the search pool of Eren, including the Mitsus. I know I've talked about them being different attributes. I still think that'd be cool, but I appreciate that Ogdo gets to search them out too. That is cool. Honestly, best case scenario, they just go battle phase and clear the mask, although I know they won't do that. I'm hoping that Tatsu hit was important to them. I'm going to wait and try to hit a fusion summon or a fusion monster, I think, with my purification. We're actually going to pull off the double hand rip this turn, I think. Murukuma is going to come down soon, hopefully. Also, they're running dangerously low on timer. The more they have to think, the worse it gets for them. Ogdoadic. Sleep. We'll go for this here. Attempt to bring this out right away. Aaron has been impressing me today. I think I'm going to try it next locals I play, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, that's kind of how I've been feeling about the card too. Is that it's just performing really well. Droplet. Futsu has yet to revive itself. So we can actually Magatama. That fool didn't send a spell. I mean, we had the trap, but yeah, they really should have sent a spell. SP. Target. Target. Do I mask here? I think we do. That's not what I expected. That should be fine. What am I going to banish with my SP? I love Chainlink 9. Murakumo hits the board. We're going to have a fat Chainlink. Oh, they got to negate the SP. How do they do that? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Droplet, of course. Oh, Akihiron as well. Do I understand that correctly? So we basically switch a Floodgate Virus for one hand rip? No, Aaron is not a swap out for A-Lock. We won through timer. Okay. Aaron is not a swap out for A-Lock. It's just that I happen to be playing Aaron now. Meowls is good into them, isn't it? I bet all those cards are. I think Droll... Oh, the SP is still negated. Yeah. Help me out. Is Droll good versus Memento? It feels like it should be, but they just dump to Grave a lot, don't they? Or maybe it's Ash. The virus play is very win more. By the time you were... Yeah, whereas I feel Aaron lets you lose less, which is really nice. Droll is medium. Is Droll better than Ash, you think? Oh, I mean, I have Sales Banding still. What am I doing? Lancey is low-key very good. What about something like this, then? Oh, wait, Wosu. Hang on. Wosu finna come in clutch, I'm sure of it. I like this. This seems fine. It stops the fusion monster from getting the field, and it stops the fusion spell pop search. Okay. This seems like it's good. Lancia plus Droll, if these resolve. Oh, really? I thought we have Aaron just for the hand rip when they add. Aaron is really good when you get Drolled. It's really good when they Fua you, which is something Dragon had been saying for a long time. So today I used Thrust to add pre-prep while I had Mirror in hand. Safe to say I deserved that loss. Oh, that sucks. That's so painful, Damon. And now we go Droll. I wouldn't have shotgunned it though. It's something that hurts more when they don't know it's coming. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should have held it. Are we just getting roped, or do they actually have something for this? Bone Party. Pardon me. Sorry. Big voice crack. When they go for the fusion, usually. You wait for the thing in graveyard, then drop it before open game state. Okay. Okay. For the Ogdoadic. I'll keep that in mind, because Memento is definitely a good deck that I have to start to learn. We have the Bone Zone King. Our hand is pretty bad other than that. I don't like Aaron. Okay, Miko. If we don't hit another piece of engine, we're in trouble, but we have really good odds of hitting more engine. It's when the fusion spell hits graveyard or this guy dumps another copy of himself. Okay. Might be. Good to know. Also, very excited. I'm going to be making my first $100-ish off of YouTube this coming month. So I'm really pumped for that. It's not a lot of money or anything. It's just exciting to have been doing this for 2 going on 3 years. And now it's going to start paying out. Very slowly, I'm sure, but... Because you actually have to earn 100 to... Oh, wow, Fiendsmith. Hey, just got here. How are we hand ripping? Aaron and Murakumo. Also can be a blowout in tandem with Nib because they often insulate themselves from Nib with SP. Nice, you earned it. Appreciate that, Flo. And everybody watching. Obviously, that's very important to AdSense. We are in trouble because the one negate off of the stupid... Either the Caesar or the... What's he called? I'm blanking. What's the... Light Fiend I Sleep? What's the one guy called? It's not Rec. Desiree. That took me a minute. Yeah, Desiree, thank you. It's so funny how often I see you in other people's comment sections, by the way, Bets. I see you're also terminally on YouTube. Yeah, we are going for the Caesar, which is definitely the stronger play into us. If we hit the droplet, we're fine. Snake Rain also eats up the Caesar because it just baits both shots, I think. I don't know about terminally, but yeah. Wow. When you're good, you're good. Let's see if they have the Ash. Do I just negate everything here? Just draw the... I'm going to do everybody. We do have to go for the Habakiri. So if they have Droll, it's just unfortunate, but we had no other way of summoning if they have it. Because this guy revives stuff. If your opponent activates a card or effect, spec a memento from hand or grave. This guy pops mementos and then pops my stuff. And this is a double summon negate. These top decks are nutty. Yeah, it's a little insane. But I mean, if you build your deck with cards you want, you'll see them. That revives the Stratos, which searches a Snatch Steal. Oh, that's crazy. This guy's weird looking. Who is this? Oh, Horned Dragon, obviously. Am I just getting roped? I feel like this guy's just stalling me like crazy. Streamer luck is real. Oh, they don't have Stratos Engrave? I was just looking to try to figure out which card you were talking about, actually. They're about to pass priority. It finally slowed down on... Probably was fine just negating 2. Yeah, probably, but we don't necessarily need that last card in hand either, and I'd rather be fully safe. Because that forces them to just have the out. Aang, which is the Stratos. Okay. For a sec, I thought she had the same stats even. Okay, Sleepy can jump out if I pop his stuff, right? Oh, they can actually do this now anyway. Yeah, they just did it. Okay, so we're back on Creation King. We'll see. We can still definitely lose this. Our hand wasn't insane. It was just very lucky to top deck the droplet there for sure. But the truth is we're still just contending with far less. Okay. Ritual from deck and win. We have a normal summon, so I guess that could have been Aramasa as well. But this gets there. The play here is still search prayers, I think. They still have a mystery card. I think it's a Snatch Steal from their other plays. How does the Snatch Steal work? We have yet to normal. Let's add this. Take 8, revive this. Effective this. Search Ritual. And now through Aramasa, we have a Ritual monster. Discard on opponent's turn while they control the big guy. Which they do. And if we keep around our replacement dudes, we can probably guard against the Creation King on the Murakumo as well. Not to mention if they go for a discard effect once Murakumo hits the board, they obviously can't afford to do it anymore because we'll just rip it unless they can chain block. They're going for Creation King now. I think that's totally fine for us. We already have what we want from these bodies, which is Mitsurugi access from hand. I think going to the extra deck is safer. Or they pop now. Exciton would be so bad here. What are you talking about? You trying to get me to lose? You, and I guess you. And that solves the problem. Pop your dudes. We are short one body. I don't think that'll be the thing that makes the difference here. We have mirror, which is great. They can't afford to do that thing we were talking about because they'll lose their dude, and they've used a bunch of recursion, so I feel like they can't have that much left in the tank. They've activated almost their whole graveyard. Take control of it till the end phase. So this will either be... Oh, it doesn't discard. It can discard itself. I was misled by chat. It destroyed itself. That was so funny. I lose now. We're leaving the Nunu in grave just because there's no reason to put up 1/0/0 blocker. Bro, we just threw so hard. This did not work how I thought it would. I thought you said it discarded. I thought you meant discard another card. I guess you didn't say that. I just interpreted it that way, to be fair. Well, this sucks. Should have read it myself, I guess. That's very funny that Murakumo killed itself. This isn't a one-card combo deck either, is it? And they've got a bunch of their one of Garnets in the graveyard, although I'm sure a lot of them can jump out if they can destroy something. We have a lot of good draws as well. We thin down to 40. We have all of our Nayas still. Half of our names. A bunch of these. This guy takes so long to make decisions. It has plenty of one-card combos, but they have enough gas in the grave anyway. Oh, okay. Now we just die, I'm sure. This was another tribute, a ritual monster angle. You tribute the Futsu from deck, and then you have an extra search. Okay, but I didn't know that they were going to take my monster. That's not really the issue. I just was operating under the assumption they needed to discard another card. That was the problem. You're right that would have been better, but I just had no idea that's what was happening, to be honest. There's a lot of text on these stupid cards. Should we just scoop and save time, chat? Or do we think that... I think I'm just dead, right? I guess there's a chance Timer Bro over here just wastes his own turn. But I doubt it from here. He looks like he gets it. Memento takes so long. This is another deck that I don't like watching play. Please banish something from my graveyard. I'll let you. Even though I don't think you used an extra deck monster. His body is a machine? Is this thing about to revive a 5k beater? I also don't know how much our hand traps actually did to stop them on their first turn. Yeah, there we go. Get me out of here. All right. God, siding is so obnoxious, though. We're going first. I like having the Magatama for the diversification. 2, 2. 3. This looks good to me. Well played, guy. He really managed to squeak that out. Close duel, though, honestly. There was a decent chance they just top decked into nothing, and then we were okay, but they hit a very good card. Oh my god, my laptop is dirty. I have to clean this thing. No wonder it's so slow. It's probably full of dust. Siding in real life takes so long, though. That's the one thing I don't like about side decking. If they have Ash or Droll, this hand dies. So I think what we do is we call the worst card for us. Even if they top deck nothing, the Combined Creation Engraver probably give them lethal. Okay, the question, not just what do you play, but what do you do against it? Kusanagi is glued to my hand, though, dude. It's actually insane how often I see this stupid card. Let's be very reasonable. Let's make sure I'm not just randomly clicking stuff. Add a monster. Pay 8. Summon you. Resolve the Habakiri. Get Ritual. People tell me that the sales ban is cope, but part of the problem with playing it online is that you don't get to know when it lands. God, the full Ogdo combo is so much fun. We also open Daybreak, which means we get access to Aaron, which is really nice. I remember when Nib used to end my turns. Those were the days when we had to play Black Mamba if we wanted to play through it. We get to banish. I like banishing the curse. That's a perfectly fine card to discard. I really like how you can establish Abao and just keep it really safe. I like Daybreak Aaron. But if we go... Just trying to figure out how I want to go about this turn. If we Daybreak Aaron now, it kind of limits us. Let's go Mitsurugi first, see what we have to deal with. So, Kusanagi, body. I don't feel like counting out all of it right now. Ritual again. You here. I do want to be able to... We have Mirror as well. Very good. Summon this here. This is probably a fine time to go for the Nightmare. Let's discard this. Banish, summon a Dark 4. Xyz summon now for space reasons. We Ritual summon again. Summon the Haba. Putting it here. Going you. Searching out this. Summoning yourself. And actually, we don't even have to put Aaron on the board, do we? We just want to get it in the graveyard. Because Futsu can just bring it back. Although we definitely could because of the resources we have in loop. We have, okay, they just super scoop. Yeah, we had a crazy end board there. How are we feeling, chat? Should we call it a day or should we keep streaming for a while? It's 3 p.m. I'm having a good time, but I think I would like to work on the deck profile as well. So it's kind of up to chat. I'm happy to keep streaming. It's good for the channel if I stream more, but also enjoy getting to work on the video because now I'm kind of energized. This stream went really well. I'm not doing anything, so that's up to you. Real-time decision making. I also just kind of want to see people's XP go up. It's very funny. What a weird update. What a dumb gimmick. It's not going to be interesting at all once that wears off the novelty. What are we voting on? I'm just trying to decide if I want to keep streaming. So we've replaced Neff with Aaron. No, we have not. I just knew that in my end board, I didn't want Neff to be part of it. Joe. Let's call it here. I do want to keep streaming, but... Well, I go to bed soon, but I would love to see more combos. No, this was great. Everybody who's here, please leave a like. Leave a like. If you're leaving, leave a like. It helps a lot. I'm going to work on that video. Deck profile soon. You all know the list, but I still like getting to make the profile go over the deck. So appreciate all of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. Wish me luck at the Saturday Regional. I'll see you next time.